John, is this an overreaction when we hear from Noah and Katz, who says if Avatar 3 is the best Avatar film yet, then these first 3 films are in the top 10 of all-time best trilogy contention?
Well, I'm going to say that's definitely not an overreaction, because top 10 best trilogies that's not an exclusive club. I mean, it's not difficult to get into the top 10. There's not a lot of truly remarkable, awe-inspiring overall trilogies. So I don't think it's an overreaction, but I'm going to take the liberty here of doing something I never do, which I'm going to modify your question. Does it become in the top 5? I think that's a more interesting question. Now, even if Avatar is the best of the franchise, and it's hard to say this having not seen it yet, but I don't know, maybe I'll walk in and I think it's the greatest movie ever made and that changes everything. But let's just say it's on par with the other 2. Is it in the discussion for the top 5 best trilogy? Yeah, I think it's in the discussion. I mean, does it obviously usurp things like the greatest of all time, the original Star Wars trilogy? No. Does it usurp the Lord of the Rings trilogy? No. Does it usurp the Toy Story trilogy? I will say no.
I would too.
But that leaves a little bit of wiggle room after you get past those 3. And you know what? I will say it's definitely not for a top 10. But I'm even going to say it's not an overreaction to say it's in the conversation, because that's your terminology. Is it in the conversation for top 5? I'm going to say that's not an overreaction. Rob, what about you?
I agree. I since you modified it, but for top 10, definitely not. I don't think it's an overreaction, because one of the interesting things about Avatar too that I think is important to remember is it was conceived that way. It was conceived to be multiple movies, and it was conceived to tell this story. And I feel that while Avatar 3 is really the second part of Way of Water, it's all kind of like one movie, and I understand it plays similar beats. I feel a fulfilling vision with those films. The fact that Cameron made all 3 of them. So it's a really fulfilling. I think one of the great trilogies. I'm with Quentin Tarantino that Sergio Leone's Man with No Name trilogy, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, for Fistful of Dollars, is one of the great trilogies. It wasn't made as a trilogy, but it became a trilogy, and I think it's one of the greatest, especially if you watch it backwards.
You got to put the Godfather films in there, I suppose.
I
whatever you think about number 3, all of them got nominated for Best Picture. 2 of them won.
Yeah, and to me, the Godfather trilogy is right up there as well. It depends. But
so if we say that, okay, the first 4 spots in no particular order are locked in with Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Toy Story, Godfather, that leaves one more spot for a 5th film. I mean, then we're going to be talking about the Dark Knight trilogy. I think the Dark Knight Rises takes that out of the running.
I do
too. You got the Captain America trilogy, which you can't just wave off. So that's a good one.
No, it's true.
Did you mention Paddington?
Listen, Paddington. That would be in the conversation. I think the 3rd Matrix film takes the Matrix out of the running for that.
If Back to the Future 3 was more solid, man.
Yeah, and if Indiana Jones only had 3 movies.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Then you would count the 3.
Indiana Jones trilogy has to be in that conversation. So I think you're talking about the Captain America trilogy, the Indiana Jones first trilogy, and Avatar. If Avatar turns out to be, say, on par with the other ones, I think those are the 3 series then fighting it up for that 5th spot. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.